from the simple VLOOKUP. So if you are talking about simple VLOOKUP, basic VLOOKUP, so we need 4 parameter for VLOOKUP. First one is lookup value, second is table array, third one is column index number, and fourth one is range lookup. So simply if you are going to just find out the salary of the particular employee or employee ID, then you have to use VLOOKUP. Lookup value is this, and then you have to select the range, and then column number is third, comma 0. So this is the one way where you can get the salary. But most important thing is data selection. Data selection should be like this, not like this. So in this case, VLOOKUP, this is the lookup value, then there is a table array is only this, you have to phrase it F4 comma 2 comma 0. So you will get name. Now come to VLOOKUP with name manager. In this case, what you have to do, just select your data, name the range. Suppose here you want this data name should be source data. Source data. And after naming, what you have to do is just use VLOOKUP. Lookup value is this. Use name manager, and then column index number is 3 comma 0. So you will get the answer. So this is the third, or you can say VLOOKUP with name manager. Now come to VLOOKUP with column. So this is more important because here you have to find out the whole data. So you are going to retrieve their name, salary and department with one formula. So here we are going to use VLOOKUP with column function. How? So this is the VLOOKUP. Lookup value is this, because you have to find out more than one. That is why you have to phrase F. Then table array is master data, and then column index number. Column index number, you don't have to count 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So you have to use column function, column under column B1. So you will get the second. Column of B1 means second, comma 0. So automatically, if you drag it right, so automatically this will pick C1. So C1 means 3, 4, 5. So this is the most important part from the last session. And then there was a VLOOKUP with approx match. So suppose you have a data mentioning their salary and their grade. If your salary is 60 or more than 60,000, so grade should be A, in between 50 to 60 B, 20 to 50 C, and less than 20 D. So in this case, you have to use VLOOKUP with approx match. So equals to VLOOKUP, lookup value is this, table array is this, 2, instead of 0 you have to use 1. So this is called VLOOKUP with approx match. And then we have another VLOOKUP which is reverse VLOOKUP. So reverse VLOOKUP for reverse VLOOKUP, because in VLOOKUP there is a rule is always searching from left to right. So searching field should be leftmost column of the data. But there is a problem. Our data is not up to mark as per VLOOKUP. In this case, you can use XLOOKUP. So how we can get name by using XLOOKUP? Because name is in the leftmost column of the data. This is not according to VLOOKUP rule. You have to use XLOOKUP. This is the lookup value. Lookup array means you have to select whole employee ID and then whole name. This is the answer. So this is the easiest one. But can you mute Jasmine, Sanchita, can you mute please? I'm getting voice of maybe train or bus. ठीक है, great. So now XLOOKUP is done. If you are using older version of Excel, that means you are not using 365, then how you can use XLOOKUP? Because XLOOKUP is not there in previous version. Then there is another very good option with us, which is VLOOKUP with choose. So VLOOKUP with choose, how you can find VLOOKUP with choose? Suppose you are going to find out the name, then equals to VLOOKUP. This is the lookup value, and then in the place of table array you have to use choose function. Under choose there is a curly bracket 1 comma 2 curly close, and then you have to put the value of 1 and 2. The 1 should be employee ID, and second what you are looking for. So you are looking for name, and comma 2 comma 0. So this is called VLOOKUP with choose. This is also called reverse VLOOKUP. So in the previous class we have done this. Now with new logic and new concept we will learn on VLOOKUP. So now, before starting very complicated kind of thing, or we can solve complicated data, you should know HLOOKUP. So now there is a file with the name of HLOOKUP team 2. So can anyone from your side, can you just tell me how we can convert vertical data to horizontal data? Any of you? So this is vertical data and I want this data should be horizontal. How we can convert this? Any of you?
Just copy and transpose.
Great. So we have to just copy the vertical data and go for the HLOOKUP file. Here you have to just use paste special, and there is an option called transpose. So your data now become horizontal. Understand the logic. If you have vertical data, you should always try to use VLOOKUP. If your data is horizontal, try to use HLOOKUP. This is the difference. This is the main difference between VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. So now we are going to start HLOOKUP. See, in HLOOKUP, suppose there is a data containing employee ID and you are looking for salary. So main concept is, if your data is vertical, then use VLOOKUP. If your data is horizontal, then you have to use HLOOKUP. This is the main difference. Otherwise everything is same. If you are very good in VLOOKUP, then easily you can understand how HLOOKUP we can apply. How? So use HLOOKUP. This is the lookup value. If you are talking about table array, so this is the table array, and there is a, instead of column number, there is a row index number is there. Row index number. So salary 1, 2, 3. This is in third row. So you have to put 3, 0. So we have two changes. One is, instead of VLOOKUP you have to use HLOOKUP, and instead of column index number you have to use row index number. That's it. Everything is same. So you will get the answer. Same if you are using HLOOKUP. So this is the wrong way to select your data, because apart from data you are selecting complete blank cells also. So just what you can do is, you have to use HLOOKUP. This is the lookup value. Just select your data with data range only. Use F4 for freeze, 3, 0. This is the right selection method of data. Now there is another HLOOKUP we can use, which is called HLOOKUP with name manager. I guess you can do it without my help. Who can do it? Anyone from your side? Who can do it? HLOOKUP with name manager.
Select the data and name first.
Exactly. First of all, select your data and name the data. So HLOOKUP data. HLOOKUP data. Name of the data is HLOOKUP data. Okay. Now everything is same. Equals to HLOOKUP. Lookup value is this. Instead of selecting data, you have to use HLOOKUP data. Then salary is in third row, 3, 0. So this is called HLOOKUP with name manager. Now there is a third HLOOKUP, which we can say HLOOKUP with row function. Suppose you are going to retrieve your complete data with a single formula. How you can do it? So you have to start with HLOOKUP. HLOOKUP. Lookup value is this, and you are looking for more than one answer or more than one field, then you have to use freeze option, and you have to freeze row this time, because you have to just move from D to E, F, G. So that should be free and 7 should be logged. Row should be logged. So this is the logic. Table array, already you have HLOOKUP data, and then instead of row index number, you have to use row function and row of A2. Why A2? Because you will get row number of A2 means 2. So this will just convert your formula dynamically and then 0. So easily anybody can retrieve the whole information with a single formula, whether you are talking about name or salary or department. So this is the combination of HLOOKUP and row. HLOOKUP and row function. Apart from this,
So, it is not common with VLOOKUP. Earlier, you use this VLOOKUP with the column and curly bracket. So, there is
so
no
that was reverse lookup. That was reverse lookup. I'm just talking about HLOOKUP with row. See, it was VLOOKUP and column.
Yes.
So everything was settled. Our data was good as per rule. This is in the left and another information in the right. So it was VLOOKUP with column. Now everything is same, but problem is data is not vertical, data is horizontal. In this case, if you are going to just retrieve your information, more than one information at a time, then by single formula, then you have to use HLOOKUP with row function.
Right.
Now if you are talking about reverse HLOOKUP, yes, reverse HLOOKUP, how we can do this? So now that is, if you are applying HLOOKUP with choose, for this case you have to just change your data like this. In this case you have to find out the name which is not in first row. So in this case you have to use reverse HLOOKUP. So how we can put reverse HLOOKUP? As same as VLOOKUP with choose, here is a HLOOKUP with choose. So what you can do is, there is a HLOOKUP function. Lookup value is same this. Your table is not up to mark, so you have to use choose under curly bracket 1 comma 2 curly close. Your first data is employee ID, so you have to select the first, and your second data is your name, so you have to select name comma 2 comma 0. This is the answer. This is the answer, or there is a wrong, or everything is fine as per reverse HLOOKUP.
No, I think we need to freeze this D7.
D7. So because you are just doing one analysis, na? So not required, you can get the answer. Even if you want, then you can just freeze 7, because you have to move from D to E, but still you will not get the answer, because there is a trick here. If you are using VLOOKUP, then under curly bracket you have to apply 1 comma 2. If you are using HLOOKUP, instead of comma you have to use semicolon. This is the key point. Now you will get the answer. Instead of comma you have to use semicolon. Everything is same as like VLOOKUP. See the answer. H lookup value under choose one semicolon to, not comma. If you use comma, so that will not work. You have to use semicolon instead of comma in H lookup. And in V lookup, you have to use 1 comma 2, and everything is same. So this is the difference between VLOOKUP, reverse VLOOKUP and reverse HLOOKUP. So if you are very good in VLOOKUP with choose, then definitely you can easily understand how this is working. Is there clear? Is there any doubt? Is there any doubt in HLOOKUP with choose?
सर इतना सारा फंक्शन लिखने का जरूरत क्या है? कोई एक होगा फंक्शन फंक्शन
दिस इज राइट कि इतना सारा सीखने का जरूरत क्या है. एग्जैक्टली जो हमने फर्स्ट सेशन में सीखा था ना, दैट इज फेयर इनफ. लेकिन इतना सारा इसलिए सीखना है कि कल के डेट में कैसा भी डेटा मिल जाए, चाहे आपको इस मोड में डेटा मिल जाए या आपको पिछले वाले मोड में मिल जाए, तो यू कैन प्ले विद द डेटा. लोगों के शौक खत्म नहीं होते. लाइक एक शर्ट पैंट से और एक धोती पे ही गांधी जी ने पूरा निकाल दिया, आई गेस पूरी जिंदगी. नहीं, क्या जरूरत था? और हम लोग इतने सारे पैंट शर्ट 3 पीस 2 पीस ये वो बला बला बला. वाई दिस इज सो? देखिए एक्चुअल में वी लुकअप एच लुकअप की जो लास्ट सेशन लिया था, दैट इज फेयर इनफ. इफ यू आर वर्किंग ऑन डेटा, यू कैन इजिली do it your work. 80 to 90% work you can do with VLOOKUP and VLOOKUP column or VLOOKUP approx match. It might be you can add XLOOKUP also. But why? If you get your data horizontal or if you get any reverse condition in HLOOKUP kind of, then definitely you should know. If you have knowledge about HLOOKUP in reverse case, then you can easily, anybody can do it 90% of their work by using VLOOKUP and simple HLOOKUP. But why this is important? Because if you want to be an expert, definitely you should know these tricks also. सो चॉइस इज योर्स कि कितने पे प्रैक्टिस हमें करना है. बट यू शुड नो, क्योंकि ऐसा डेटा आ गया तो आप क्या करोगे? तब तो वी लुकअप से नहीं निकलेगा, नॉर्मल एच लुकअप से भी नहीं निकलेगा. तब तो आपको ये जानना ही चाहिए. सो दिस इज द मेन पॉइंट कि यू कैन प्ले विथ एनी काइंड ऑफ डेटा इफ यू हैव नॉलेज. पॉइंट इज योर चॉइस, किस पे प्रैक्टिस करें, किसको छोड़े. ऑल क्लियर? ऑल क्लियर?
Yes sir, clear.
So you can suppose you will learn 15 or 16 types of VLOOKUP or HLOOKUP. Then you can choose 4 or 5 which is more relevant to you. If you are talking about VLOOKUP, suppose if you are talking about VLOOKUP, so definitely simple VLOOKUP is very important, or VLOOKUP with name manager is very important. VLOOKUP with name manager is very important. VLOOKUP approx match is very important, and XLOOKUP is very important. If you are very good in VLOOKUP, VLOOKUP with approx match and VLOOKUP with XLOOKUP, reverse VLOOKUP, then you can do it your 80 or 90% of your work. The same way, if you are talking about HLOOKUP, so at least you should know HLOOKUP with name manager. Minimum one logic should be clear. If you get horizontal data, then you should know the logic behind HLOOKUP. Rest of them you can skip. Now there is another VLOOKUP and another HLOOKUP which is very important. Suppose if you are talking about VLOOKUP and under VLOOKUP, if your data is in leftmost column of the data and your heading order in the data and your question data is same, so that will work like VLOOKUP with column. But suppose there is a problem. Problem is your boss is looking for department first, last, salary, and name should be here. So VLOOKUP with column will not work. So there is another VLOOKUP which is VLOOKUP with match. सबको आप भूल जाओ बट इसको नहीं भूलना. This is the most important formula in VLOOKUP, which is VLOOKUP with match. So VLOOKUP with match. Why this is very important? Because this is also called dynamic VLOOKUP. Why this is called dynamic VLOOKUP?
Nice conversation. Yeah. When you ask the customer, people may make it very easy.
See, so if your heading order is not same, then VLOOKUP with column will not work. In this case, you have to use VLOOKUP with match function. So how? Equals to VLOOKUP. This is the lookup value and you have to freeze F. Why F? Because you are going to retrieve your department name and salary by using single formula. So this is and table array. You should select your range and freeze it. Question is column index number. So you will count 1, 2, 3, 4 and comma 0. This is the normal VLOOKUP. But I don't want to count 1, 2, 3, 4 or something like. If you have 4,000 data, so you can't count manually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 like that. So in this case, there is a match function. There is a match function. Just see carefully. Match. Match means there is a match is a separate function. With the help of match function, we can find out the column number of the data. So lookup value is this, and lookup array is your heading and comma 0. That's it. This is the match function. So you will get the column number. Department is in 4th column, name is in 2nd column, and salary is in 3rd column. So this is the power of match. So what you can do is, instead of counting 1, 2, 3, 4, you should apply here match function. So match means what you are going to match? Department, comma, this is the range where you have to find, comma 0. This is the match. And see, under match you have to move department to name and salary. So G should be free, and 6 should be fridge. That's it. So this is the best VLOOKUP among all VLOOKUP. Why this so? Because if your heading is not same as requirement, then you can't use VLOOKUP with column. In this case, you can find out your data. The most important thing is, if you rewrite your heading, suppose you copy it and paste it here, see, you will get the salary here. If you copy department, paste it here, you will get the department here. If you copy it and paste it here, you will get name. That is why this is called dynamic VLOOKUP. That means if you have 10,000 column data, just put your requirement. You need email ID, you need employee ID, you need name, father's name, Aadhaar card, everything you have to put here, you will get the data. That is why among all HLOOKUP and VLOOKUP, this is the most important VLOOKUP. But how this is important and why this is important? Because this is very much dynamic and this is easy now because you are very much comfortable with the VLOOKUP. Instead of column function, you have applied here match function, and this is become dynamic. So that is why this is very much important. So is it clear now how VLOOKUP with match is working? And why this is important? Two questions are there. Sanchita? Sanchita?
Hello, sir.
Yes, Sanchita. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Something, not so much.
So this is all about practice, but you can't
Yes,
avoid this formula.
Yes, sir.
You can avoid all the formula, but you can't avoid this because this is dynamic lookup.
Actually, practice is very much practice is
Important. Yes, practice is very much important. Yes. But no worry about practice. You have the video, you have the practice sheet here. Try to just concentrate yourself during the class. So can you just
Yes, sir.
try? Can you try it from your side? Just try.
practice. Very much important is practice, sir.
Yes, practice is important. This is true. This is true for every function. But can you try it right now? Try to do it. We will help you.
And we look up.
Yes, we look up.
And next is
Look up.
next is salary.
No. This is lookup. Under VLOOKUP, you have to choose lookup value.
And this is a F8. F1, 2, 3, 4. 8. F8.
Yes.
Employee ID.
And we have to freeze
And-
which column or row?
Yes.
What we have to freeze? Column or row?
Row.
No, column.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Because we have to move in the row, but we don't have to move through a column. So we have freezed. Then table array. So instead of table array, what we can select? In the
Table array, salary.
No. Table array is your whole data.
Oh, okay. Hold it.
Table array is your whole data, and you have to freeze absolute freeze F4, and then column number. what you have to put column number is in place of column number.
Yeah.
Match. If you go manual VLOOKUp or basic VLOOKUp, you have to just
Sorry.
count 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sir, there is put semicolon. Huh?
No. This is not a semicolon or column concept. This is VLOOKUP with match.
Oh, okay.
So you have to use match function.
Huh.
Under match, this is the lookup value where you have to freeze 6. You have to find this in this range, comma 0 and last comma 0. So this is called VLOOKUP with match. Why this is
Yeah.
why this is very important? Because you can find out anything by putting their heading only. So you want department here, you will get. If you want name here, you will get. If you want salary here, you will get. So that is why this is important.
Yes, sir.
We can't avoid this formula at any cost because this is the best formula in VLOOKUP. So once again, I want answer from your side only. So, Sukumar, sir, can you just try it?
Yes, sir. Equal to VLOOKUP
Equals to VLOOKUP
F8, select F8.
F8, yes.
And after writing whole comma, I will take it.
First of all, we have to think about freeze because we are going to retrieve data more than one.
Right, freeze F,
F, very good. F, we have to freeze F. Next,
comma, select the whole range.
great, very good.
A to B whole
And
range.
you have to freeze it. Okay,
Right.
fine, very good, very good.
Comma, match,
Very nice. Match.
bracket open, then say G, 6.
G6.
Free 6 only.
Oh, क्या बात है. Very good. Great.
Comma, then whole range.
Whole range not, sir. So
Not
here,
whole
this time only heading. So this is called heading to heading match. So you have to freeze, select heading and freeze it and comma 0 and rest VLOOKUP 0. That's it. So this is called dynamic. This is very good formula
Excellent.
because you can retrieve any of the data. If you have, suppose we have only 4 data here. If you have 4,000 data, just put the heading here. I want name here. Just you will get the name here. So that is why this is very important. So this is very important. If you forget everything, and this is the formula, you will get almost 90% of your solution from single formula. So that is why this is very important. Last time, I want answer from another person because we can't avoid this formula. Sumit, एक बार Sumit.
Yes.
Yes, please. Yes, please. VLOOKUP.
This is F8.
Yes.
Freeze
F. Very nice. Comma.
Lookup ALL, select the data.
Select the data.
Freeze
Okay.
match.
Match.
This is G6.
Freeze
6.
Only 6. Very good.
Select this lookup ALL. D to A.
Oh, great.
Right.
Good.
Freeze comma 0. Bracket close and then 0.
Again comma 0. This is for lookup and this 0 is for match. Yes. So absolutely correct. Sorry. So this is the answer and this is excellent VLOOKUP, you can say. If you practice on this VLOOKUP, so you can play with your data easily. You can play with your data. So this is the answer. This is the answer. VLOOKUP with match.
Can you use name manager in test everywhere?
Yes. Why not? What we can do is, first of all, just select your data and name the range. So suppose name is DIC main data. Suppose this is the name of the data. So what we can do, even you can name this also. This called DIC underscore heading enter. Now equals to VLOOKUP. This is the lookup value. Freeze F DIC main data is the data, and then column index number. Instead of column index number, you have to use match. Under match, you are looking for name, and where you have to find DIC heading, and comma 0 and then comma 0. Save the answer. So VLOOKUP with match is excellent formula. You have to practice a lot on this because they are almost 80 to 90% solution you will get with this only. So that is why this is very important. Any doubt?
Sir, any difference when you select the match, D to A instead of A to D? Any from left side or
No,
right
no,
side?
no. See, if I am selecting A to D, suppose I am selecting A1 to E1. So even that they are showing this A1 to E1. If you are selecting this way, even that is the same. See, answer is same. No matters you are selecting from left to right or right to, answer is same. Range is same, A1 to E1. Yes. So we need 5 minutes break, and then we'll talk about three-dimensional lookup. That is the grandfather of every lookup. So after break, we'll talk about that. So welcome back. Now we have to learn one function which is called match. Already you are aware with the match, VLOOKUP match. This is the same function match. There is another function index. There is a formula called index with match, and there is another which is called index with double match. Just see carefully. If you are talking about match function, So you already aware with match function. So if I ask you what is match, so anyone can explain what is match function? Anyone?
Whether our heading order is matching or not with our data.
Okay. Anyone else? Anyone can try? What is
Match
match?
match function, we search for a specific item in array for some.
A specific item. Okay. Next, anyone else?
Match with a similar data.
Okay. Anyone else? See, match means to find column number or row number of a specific cell or content. So this is the answer of match function. So with the help of match function, what we find? We find row number or column number of a particular cell or content. How? If I am asking about salary and you have to find out the column number of the salary, in which column our salary is there. So what you can do is equals to match. You are looking for salary, this is the lookup value, and where you have to find lookup array is my heading and comma 0. So this is match. So with the help of match function, you will get the column number or row number of a data. This is the concept. If you are talking about department, so department is in 4th column. If you are talking about employee ID, so this is in 2nd column. If you are talking about name, this is in 1st column. So this is called match function. I guess this is now more clear.
Yes, clear sir, now.
Now, with the help of match function, we can find row number or column number of the data. So column number is this. Now we are going to find out the row number. Suppose I am asking about this amount. So which is the row number? What is the row number of this amount? So manually we can say this is in 7th row, but by using match function, how we can find? So match, this is the lookup value, and this time lookup array is this, not this. Lookup array is this. You have to find your value in this range, comma 0. So if you are finding your data vertically, then you will get the row number. If you are finding your data horizontally, you will find the column number. Same way, if you put this value here, so answer is 12. If you put this value, answer is 4. So now it's more clear what is match function. So to find out the row number or column number of a कंटेंट और सेल जो भी है इस सेल के अंदर, सो रो नंबर और कॉलम नंबर ऑफ द डेटा. So this is the logic and this is the answer of this question, what is match function. Now my second question is same what is index function. So you are not aware with index, but you can easily understand. This time, to find the content on a particular row number or column number. This is the completely opposite of match function. If you are aware with your content, so you can find out the column number. If you know your content, you can understand your row number. You can find your row number. This is the opposite case. If you are aware with column number, but you don't know in the third column which is the heading. In the second column, what is the heading? What is the content in B1? What is the content in D1? Then you have to use index. See, equals to index. Under index, you have to select range. Array means range. So this is the range. Carefully see that this is the range where you want to find the column number. In this range, you are going to find out the content on the third column. So this is the array. They are asking what row number. In this range, we have one row and 4 columns. So row number is 1. Row number is 1. And you are looking for third column. 3. Answer is salary. See, this is the completely opposite from match. If you have a content, you can find out the column number. If you have column number, you can find out the content. If you put here 4, you will get in fourth column or in our heading in fourth column there is a department. If you are talking about 2, so there is an employee ID. If you are talking about 1, there is a name. So this way we can find out the content on particular given row number or column number. Same way, there is an index function. You are talking about array, so this is the array you are looking for. Actually, salary, so salary is your data array. Row number already given, you are looking for 4th row number, so 4 is there, and in this case column is 1. Why? Because this data contain one column and multiple row, so column number is 1. Row number you are looking for 4th. This is the index function. So if you are talking about 4th row, this is the content, this is the value. If you are talking about 6th row, so this is the content. In the 6th row, this is the content. If you are talking about 8, so this is the content. So this is completely opposite from index and match. In match, to find out the column number or row number of a specific content or cell. In this case, to find out the content on a particular row or column number. Is it clear now? Is it clear now?
Yes.
Great. So now our work is to mix up both the functions. So that is why this is called index with match. So now we can solve our problem. Suppose there is a data and even data is not up to mark, this is not in left column. Even that you can find out the answer. Suppose I am asking about this employee ID. Please find out the name of this employee ID. So this is the question. So with the help of VLOOKUP and choose, we can do it. With the help of XLOOKUP, we can do it. But if you have index with match, we can do it. How? See, now this time we are applying different function which is called index with match. First of all, in this scenario, you have to find out the row number. Row number, see carefully, equals to match. This is the lookup value, and you have to find out the lookup. This is the lookup array and 0. So you will find out the row number. So you can easily understand this is in the third row, this 6th, 9th, 11th and 12th. So this is the answer where you will find out the row number. Now question is name. So now you are looking for which name is available in the third row. So in this time you have to use index. So index means array. Array means you are looking for name. So name is array. You have to phrase it. Row number, you already aware with this with the help of match function. This is in the third row. So this is the row number. And they are asking about column number. So we have only one data. So this is 1. So see, this work like reverse lookup. If you just forgot all the theme, you have one single formula, index with match, you can find out everything. Suppose you want salary equals to index, you want salary, so this is the salary range, this is the array. Row number, you already aware with the row number of this employee ID, and column number is 1. So this is very easy and very important because this work in both direction. You can retrieve your data from the left or you can retrieve your data from right also. So that is why this is called index with match, because you can't use index directly. You have to find out the row number with the help of match function. Then you can retrieve your data. So my question is, I want department. Who can help me out to find out the department? Manish Rana this time. Manish ji, can you just tell me the answer? How we can find out the department with the help of index and match function? Manish ji? No answer? Anyone else? Anyone can tell the answer? I want the department of this employee ID. Who can do it? Anyone. This is open question. Yes,
It will
Chiranjeev.
be
Equals to
the index,
index. Very good.
the row number,
No, sir.
select,
You
select
array. They are asking about array first.
A to D.
No, you are looking for department. So just you have to select department. Phrase it. And then row number.
Row number 1.
No, 1, why 1? This is 3. You are looking for this employee ID's department. No? So this is the row number and column number is 1. This data contain one column and multiple row. And you are aware with the row and column is 1. So this is the answer. We have to just practice on this once again. Sukumar, sir, can you try it from scratch? We have a data, we have an employee ID, and we have to find out the name. But for name, you have to find out the row number first, then you can retrieve your answer.
Okay. First, for finding of the row equal to
Yes,
match.
equals to match. This is the lookup value that you have to find in your
Then yes,
this comma 0. This is
comma
very
one.
easy. This is
Yes.
very, so you have done your half of the work. Now you have to find out the name.
Name equal to index.
Index,
Name range,
name range, exactly. You have to just select name range and freeze it.
row number 3. Row number
Row number is this. You have
Right.
already retrieved with the help of match function. And then column number is
column number is
1.
1. First
Great.
one.
Great. So this is the answer.
Right.
Can you can anyone can do can anyone can try? Sanchita or Rehan? Anyone? I want salary.
Yes, equal to index,
Index,
then salary range,
salary range, very good.
then column number, that is 3.
No, this is not column
No,
number.
sorry, row number.
This is 3, very good.
Then
And column number is 1. Yes, this is the answer. Anyone else? Department? Any of them? Any of you?
Hello.
Yes, Suresh.
This is equals to index,
Index,
then the department array, that is the,
department, array, very good.
yes,
Great.
and then the column number is F6,
Very nice.
and then 1.
Wow. Wow, this is the correct. Without any interruption, this is the correct answer. So this is called index and match. But gradually, if you do practice, so without doing this, you have to apply both the function together. How? Just see carefully. So you are looking for name, that means index, you have to select the range of name and phrase it. You are not aware with your row number, that is why directly under index function you have to apply match. Earlier it was by using helping column, this time we are in export mode, that means you are using index with match together. So with the instead of row number you have to use match. So you are looking for this data in this comma 0, so this is the match, and then comma 1, so this is the export mode. That means you are not taking any help from the different column, you are applying your whole concept in a single cell. So that is why this is the final answer. So this is called index with match. This is called index with match. Once again, I am repeating, there is an index function, array is salary, okay, phrase it. Row number, you are not aware with the row number, you don't have any helping column, directly you can use match function. So you have to find out the row number of this cell, and this will find in this and comma 0, that means and 1. So this is the answer. Anyone can try for index with match together. Anyone. This is open question for all. Anyone.
is equal to index
equals to index.
uh, select department
Select department.
department
Exactly. Great. Phrase it. Okay.
match
Match.
match select the match for
G17.
G17.
yes
Very
yes
good. Yes.
yes
This is your lookup value. And
yes
you
lookup
have
value. Select entire C column as
Not
B
B
column,
column.
into
B
a
column,
B column.
entire B
Exactly.
column,
Yes. And then comma 0. So match should be under index, not in separate column. So this is called expert mode, and then comma 1. So this is the answer. Yes. So this is all about practice. I request you all to do practice a lot, because this is very important topic among all. Whether you are talking about conditional formatting, pivot table, chart, everything, this is the ultimate topic where you have to just do practice a lot, and definitely no one can just uh, help you without your practice, because this is all based on concept and practice. So practice is very important, and after practicing you will be rock in VLOOKUP. That is my challenge, but practice is yours. So is it okay now? What is match? What is index? What is index with match? This is in break mode, and this is in expert mode. All clear?
Yes, sir, clear.
Now we have to move to the end. So that is called index with double match. Why this so? This is medicine of all, you can say, problem. Whether your data is not up to mark, that means not in left, you want dynamic. So this is the final lookup function, which is very much important. Question is same. We have few data, but question is we are looking for hold the information. Hold the information means you want department, you want name, you want salary, everything with single formula. If you are very much comfortable with this, you can retrieve your data by using three time index and match function. But my question is, by using single formula, you can find out your whole information. Whether data is 4 or 4,000 or 4 lakhs doesn't matter. So this is the final answer. So see carefully. This time we are not going for just department or name or salary. That is why under index function, if they are asking about array, so you have to select your whole data. Now come to the row number.
फिर क्लास कैसे चालू?
We are getting some voice. Can you just mute your voice if you are not talking about any like class related activities? Yes. So in the place of array, you have to select the whole data. Row number same, you have to use match. This is the lookup value, but this time you have to freeze F. Why F? Because you have to find out department name and salary in a single formula. So F should be freeze, comma. You have to find out the row. So this is the row, comma 0. And then department 1 2 3 4, so you have to put 4, so you will get department. Name is in the first, so you have to put 1, so name is there. Salary 1 2 3, 3 is in salary, so you can answer like this, but this is not correct way. What we can do is, I know how to find out the column number, so instead of counting 1 2 3 4, you have to again use match function, second match. So this is the lookup value, you have to freeze 3 and you have to find this in this array and comma 0. This is 3-dimensional VLOOKUP, completely dynamic lookup. This is, you don't have to find or count row number or column number or anything, and this is dynamic like VLOOKUP. If you are talking about salary here, if you put salary here, you will get the answer. If you want name here, you will get answer here. If you want department here, you can get here. So how this is important from VLOOKUP with match? How this is important from VLOOKUP with match? See the limitation of VLOOKUP with match. If your data is in the mid of, if your searching data is in the mid of the data, all answer become not applicable, error is there. So this is the limitation of VLOOKUP with match, but there is a no limitation of this. Either this is in here or maybe under this, no problem at all. If you change your ID, even that you will get the answer. If you change your ID, even that you will get the answer. If you change the heading, suppose salary should be in the mid, so salary is there. If you want department in the first, you can get the data. So this is the answer for all VLOOKUP. So this is called index with double match. But yes, you have to practice a lot, because this is ultimate, you can see it, lookup function. But here you have to use VLOOKUP function. Yes, what we can do is, we can just select the data, name the data, DIC underscore 1. This is the data. DIC underscore 2, this is heading. 2, there is an employee ID, DIC underscore 3 underscore employee ID. So we have applied here, we have created here 3 name manager. So we can apply here all 3 name manager. How? Equals to index. So instead of array selection, you can use DIC1. DIC1, this is your data. Okay. Now you want to find out the row number with the help of match function. So match, you are going to match this employee ID, that should be freezed with F, and you can find out this in DIC employee ID. So this is your ID range, comma 0. And the third part, that is again match, which is, this is you are looking for, and where DIC 3 2, that is under heading 0. So everything is ready for you. So this is very important. A lookup function. This is all under lookup function. Whether you are talking about index or match or anything, so that is all under lookup function. This is, you can say, complicated one for first time or second time or third time maybe, but if you just practice twice or thrice, so then this will be the magical formula for your data index with double match. First match is for row number and second match is for column number. Is it clear?
Yes, this is much easier.
This is much easier. If you forget everything, just forget everything. Just you have to concentrate on this sheet. You will get the whole answer. सारे का दर्द का दवाई है इंडेक्स विद डबल मैच. जैसे आप लोगों में से एक जने ने पूछा इतना सारा क्यों, तो भूल जाओ आप सबको, सिर्फ इसको याद रख लो, बट इसको नहीं भूलना है. बिकॉज दिस इज द आंसर ऑफ ऑल. कोई भी डेटा हो, तेरा हो, मेरा हो, आगे हो, पीछे हो, बीच में हो, यू विल गेट द आंसर. But why every options is important? If you are not aware with match, how you can understand easily how match is working? If you are not aware with index, how you can understand how index is working? If you are not aware with name manager, how you can use or name the range? So everything is important. So this is all about lookup function.